इनफैक्ट मैंने अपने रूम में व्हाइट बोर्ड रखा था, मैं तो पहले उसी पे सॉल्व करा करता था. ओके, ऐसे जाएगा, ऐसे होगा, ऐसे. Then I used to start write coding. If somebody wants to try that, वो भी उसमें भी थोड़ा फन होता है.
Yeah. Okay.
Some people have that is the reason. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think so, guys. We have a very special guest today, and I'm really good to see like so many people have joined. Like around 250 people have joined. That's really great. Yeah. So, guys, today we have a very special guest joining us. So, presenting to you our businessman Tushar Singh. Okay. So, Tushar is a 2014 pass out from mechanical engineering, and roughly like after that, like he went ahead and like he was doing his own business. So, roughly like from a career wise, he had like an 8 years of career gap. Okay. And apart from that, like when he joined Sharpener, he was very new to coding. Okay. And basically like he just had this one thing in his mind ki, like he has to get a software, he has to get into the software industry. Okay, so that's kind of a dedication is what he had when he had joined back us in February. And after that, like there was no stopping him. Okay, there was literally no stopping him, because once he like graduated, okay, from Sharpener, roughly in 4 months, July is when I think so June is when he graduated. He cracked a total of 4 offers. Okay. Uh, so yeah, a pretty interesting journey which Tushar has to share over here. So people like students who keep telling me, Bhaiya, I have like 2 years of gap, I have 1 year of gap. Guys, here is Tushar with 8 years of career gap, and nothing was able to stop him. Okay. So it's primarily the skills, okay, which kind of matter here in this tech industry. If you have the skill set, there are umpteen number of opportunities. So yeah, without any further ado, like I think we can like I'll give up the mic to Tushar and let him speak. Okay. So hi Tushar. Tushar, you're on mute.
Sorry. Yeah. How are you, Yash?
Yeah, I'm good,
Hi,
Tushar.
Vaibhav.
Bear was on mute. Yeah.
Vaibhav, you
Hi,
are on.
hi, Tushar. How are you doing?
I'm fine, great.
That's good,
Bangalore
Tushar.
का मौसम बहुत बढ़िया है.
So yeah, that's good. Yeah, Bangalore is an amazing place to be, no doubt. Yeah, and I hope all my students come over here only. Yeah. So Tushar, like, give us a few, give us some, like a small introduction to yourself, a little bit about, like where you come from, and a little bit about yourself, Tushar.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. My name is, you already know. I was born and brought up in Faridabad. It is next to Delhi. Delhi and it comes under Delhi NCR. I was graduated in 2014 with mechanical engineering. After that, I start. I was doing my own business. We were preparing auto gauges and all, oil gauges, auto gauges and all. The business didn't really went well, so I tried. It has to be shut down. So I have to shift to some other industry. So I decided to shift to the IT industry. Why I choose to IT industry? Because I remember in my college days I used to like coding because in first year we have it's a common syllabus for everybody, and there we have a C and C++ where we was in our courses. So that's how I remember that coding is something that I can try. And there was a boom in IT industry at that time. Now, so that's how I decided to shift to an IT industries. That's
Makes
was
sense, Tushar. I think so. Yeah, like the IT industry was at its peak, I think so, during the coronavirus. All the other
yeah,
industries, like yeah, I do remember that phase, as in, like a lot of other industries were like shutting down, and IT industry was like literally bidding on software developers. I think so.
yeah, yes. That's what the main reason. And
Yeah,
I
bidding wars were going on. I think so. Yeah, makes sense. So, Tushar, like a pretty, like a pretty, what should I say? Like a lot of people have asked this. Okay, in the stories and all which we posted on Instagram. कि when did Tushar bhaiya start coding? Okay, so this is
Okay.
like a one of the favorite questions of the audience. Okay, when did Tushar bhaiya start coding? So,
See,
oh, yeah,
huh.
Tushar.
I joined Sharpener on I think of February, but before joining Sharpener, I already know some coding stuffs and all. Like well, Python, I know. So the first module of Sharpener, I was really quick to get finished. So I would say from November last year, November, I started learning some languages by myself. Not through Python, sharpeners and all, by myself only, like Python. Start picking up Python because at that time I was a little bit confused whether I should move to the development or to the data science. Data science is also another thing right now which are very much in boom. But what I have
Hmm.
seen in data science, it's a really premature phase. It's not. Well, there are a lot of big players in the data science and all, and for most of them, I would not be eligible to sit in an interview. That's what I found out. But that's not the same thing with this software engineering and all, software development.
Correct, correct. I think basically the thing which you're trying to say is there are a lot of startups which are there for development,
Yeah.
but
Yes.
data
Yes.
science is something which you do after you're a big company, right? Like when you
Yeah.
have that data with you, right? Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
makes sense. Makes sense. So yeah, was that the only reason you chose coding, or like any other reason as well, Tushar, for like
No.
for not going to data science?
No. That's not. I have to shift into the IT industry somehow. So first, see, I also want the data science also a very interesting part. Matlab, I've gone through that Python, NumPy, and tableaus and all. So I also
Okay.
find that was also really interesting. But what can I do if with it if I don't have any job as and all? So then I
Mm-hmm.
start learning software development. In fact, that when I joined the sharpener, I only know the language, but I don't know the about DSAs and all. So इनफैक्ट मेरे को लीड कोड के बारे में मतलब लीड कोड आई नो हैकर रैंक एट दैट टाइम लीड कोड में मेरे को यश ने ओ सॉरी वैभव ने उसके बारे में बताया था और इनफैक्ट मतलब प्रॉब्लम काफी इंटरेस्टिंग थे मतलब सॉल्व करने में मजा आता था टाइम लगता था फ्रस्ट्रेटिंग था लेकिन मजा आता था
True, true.
इनिशियली इट विल बी फ्रस्ट्रेटिंग मुझे तो लगा
But yeah, it's like once you start coding, once you like start getting the output is when that actual fun happens, right? Like सारे
यस
test cases pass हो गए, that's the best thing ever, right? True.
इनफैक्ट मुझे तो आई रिमेम्बर कभी कभार मुझे सिर्फ एक प्रॉब्लम में 2 दिन भी लगे हालांकि वो प्रॉब्लम भी हार्ड होती थी लेकिन ठीक है इन द एंड इट वाज मतलब फाइनली हो गया और खुद किया
So that I think that perseverance is like what makes you, yeah, like what makes you a strong software developer.
या
Yeah, that's
And but
true.
soon you realize like it's like a game. What I believe is like a
हम्म
game. It's a game. Maybe obviously now you'll not be able to finish all the levels. That's like in a day or something, right? You will fail a lot of times. You'll get killed a lot of times, right? But वो continuously खेलते रहोगे जैसे level पार होगा, right? जैसे यहाँ पे result आया that your code is working correctly. That gives you a dopamine rush, ठीक है? Which
यस
will want you to code the next question. So
या इनफैक्ट मैंने अपने रूम में व्हाइट बोर्ड रखा था मैं तो पहले उसी पे सॉल्व करा करता था ओके ऐसे जाएगा ऐसे होगा ऐसे देन आई यूज्ड टू स्टार्ट राइट कोडिंग इफ समबडी वांट्स टू ट्राई दैट वो भी उसमें भी थोड़ा फन होता है
Okay, that's nice. The Mark Zuckerberg style, I think so. Social network.
ओके नहीं मैंने देखी नहीं आई हैवंट वॉच सोशल नेटवर्क
Okay, okay, true. So, Tushar, okay, like I'm understanding you were doing business, okay, and like just a little bit about the business, like what was it into, Tushar, like and like how long were you into the business sector?
I was in it was starting of 2015 and it was ended somewhere around I would say it ended in 2020 only but I somehow stretched it to 2021
Makes sense, makes
so
sense, makes sense. So yeah, I think like a lot of people were asking me कि तुषार भैया कर क्या रहे थे 2014 से लेके. So yeah,
in
this
fact
is what like business definitely. Matlab, I think there is always a fair amount of struggle and a fair amount of risk there. Uh,
Hmm.
चल जाता है तो that's the best thing ever. And
Hmm.
नहीं चलता है तो obviously you try something new. So any new business plans you have in mind? Like once you got into the software sector?
Yeah, maybe after 4 to 5 years, I will start my own some IT company, and maybe then Yash and Vaibhav will come to me कि तुषार हमारे पास कुछ अच्छे लड़के हैं, बच्चे हैं, कंपनी उनका इंटरव्यू ले लो. Maybe after 4 to 5 years, we never
True,
know.
true, true. Yeah, definitely. Like, yes, that's awesome. Yeah.
मेरा आइडिया, my idea is something like that कि I don't believe जो upcoming future होगा उसमें you will stick to one. मतलब my father, he is an electrical engineer, और उन्होंने अपने 35 ईयर उनका करियर उसी में रहा है. I don't think so upcoming generation को इस चीज़ के लिए प्रिपेयर होना चाहिए कि that I will stick to one common industry uh, mm, for a very long time. I think it's kind of boring also.
नहीं,
Although
एक्चुअली
हमारे
क्या होता है ना कि मेंटल
although
बैरियर हो जाता
हमारे
है. मतलब
हम्म
जहाँ तक मैं देखा हूँ कि हाँ तुषार, गो अहेड.
नहीं, ऑल्दो हमारा वो इकोसिस्टम नहीं है, और कि कोई भी किसी भी एज में कुछ शिफ्ट करना चाहे वो कर पाए. वो मैं ख्याल से धीरे धीरे इन फ्यूचर डेवलप हो जाएगा, आई थिंक.
Makes sense. Moreover, or like I think the tech industry is moving at a very high pace also. Like today we have a boom in software development. Tomorrow we'll have boom in other places as well. But yeah, like whatever it's going to be, like tech is going to be like revolutionizing how we look at the world. So obviously, like
Obviously,
we'll have
मैंने
to keep
जब
adapting.
my first computer, it has 256 MB RAM. My mobile now right now has a 8 GB RAM, and this is just 15 years. That's how fast it's IT industry is going.
True, true, true. So,
इस पे मैं Empire करता था. I don't know how many of have you played it. Up to I don't think so. It came.
yeah, Tushar, I did not get your last question. Yeah, Tushar, what was it? What were you saying?
No. In that computer, I used to play Age of Empire.
Okay.
I don't know how many have you ever played that game?
Yeah, we've all heard about it. Like I have to play it as well. But yeah, I don't know. The current generation might be playing like bigger games on their phones itself. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to play it on the laptop. True.
Anybody don't know? It's like a Clash of Clans only.
Yeah, but yeah, we had to play it on the computer.
Yep.
So yeah. So Tushar, like basically now coming to like I'm understanding business, and then you decided like let's start focusing more on coding. So when was this time like you decided ki let's go bang on coding, like as in let's go deeper, as in and what made you think that, like as in like I'm understanding your business was going on, but like what was this phase ki okay अब करना ही है, अब coding ही खत्म करना है, this is my future.
I started full-fledged in last year November only. I started to read how I can learn. First of all, what would be the step should I that I should follow? So I started with learning some languages that I already told, like Python. But later on, I realized no, I need some guidance because I need somebody who already is in that industry. Okay. All of my friends are they are from mechanical backgrounds, and either they are doing some business or they are somebody some of them are out of country. So I don't have any link to any person related to IT. So I need someone. In fact, I got through Sharpener by just random Google search.
Okay.
In fact, I don't know कि मैंने उस at that time I searched for 4 to 5 those who are providing training to the software engineers and for the software development and all, and Sharpener was one of them. And I choose Sharpener simply because what I like, first of all, the pay after placement, and second thing was because the reasonable price that I found. I think it was quite reasonable because I won't name one of the school that is very much popular in Bangalore, that used to offer. They were charging around something around 2 lakh at that time. Right now they are charging around 2.5 lakh. I think that's a too much for a 6 month course.
Makes sense, Tushar.
So
Yeah,
that's what.
definitely.
So
That's happening.
uh, from last year November, I decided to move to the coding, start learning by myself. Later on, realized I need somebody experienced who is in that industry. So that's why I joined Sharpener, because okay, you can learn by yourself, but the pace will be really slow. Matlab, you have to find all the answers and all the Google search. If you have somebody
Makes
And
sense.
plus, and what I've seen also, like it's not about the reason why you have a slow pace because you keep on doing multiple things. Let's say you get stuck in data success. People like tend to have that giving up mentality. Okay, data success is not working out. Let me jump to front end. Front end is not
yeah
working out. Let me jump to back end. So like because you don't, if you don't have proper guidance, I back then in college I used to do this, right? I used to keep on jumping multiple things, right? And then I slowly, gradually realized that you have to just stick to one thing, and then I started playing, like, taking part in hackathons and all. So, like, you just have to stick to one thing and you have to master that. It can be anything.
yeah. In fact, since you guys start posting that we have a meet on on Instagram now, 2 or 3 guys have called me, and all of them were answering, asking about me whether I should move to front end or back end. I simply said to them, see, see,
As with
uh,
me.
yeah, yeah, Sanjay was there. I think. So I simply, they were really confused whether I would get a job as a, easily get a job as a back-end engineer or the front-end engineer. I simply said to them, see, I don't think so. There is much difference between a job opportunities in back-end and the front-end. Whatever, if you want, I personally like back-end because just because it has a little bit higher pay.
Okay.
And I thought I can easily, I can do it. That was,
True,
I'm
true,
being
true.
honest.
No, matlab, pay wise, it's almost similar, I'll say. But yeah, like it's more towards the interest, I think so. That's what I keep suggesting students. Ki
Ah, that,
interest,
that's what,
interest. Uh,
interest also matter.
yeah, true. Because like in general, what I've seen in this industry, right? Like, like in the end, you have to become a full stack engineer, right? Like in the end, you have to like do the system design and you have to do big
Hmm.
things. Okay, so दोनों करना ही है तुम्हें, ठीक है? Where do you start off from? It's up to you. Okay, like that.
But
That's जो भी करो अच्छे से करो, like passionately करो and do it full fledgedly. कहीं अटको तो definitely go to your mentors, go to your friends, discuss the problem, not like take the copy paste the answers, but yeah, like understand it, the deeper concepts, and then like once you're ready, like obviously the world is waiting to hire you. That is how it is.
दूसरा चीज मैं ये और ऐड करना चाहूंगा, वट एवर यू डूइंग वेदर इट्स फ्रंट एंड बैक एंड, मतलब उससे प्रॉपर टाइम दो, एटलीस्ट 1 साल जरूर देना. मतलब एज ए बैक एंड मैं ये कहूंगा, क्योंकि व्हेन आई जॉइन द इंडस्ट्री ना, व्हेन आई स्टार्ट वर्किंग, देयर वाज सम ऑफ द मतलब senior software developer who has a 8 year or 10 year of experience. When I talk to them na, so I realized, oh no, there are a lot of things that I need to learn also. मतलब what I मतलब वो to get a job, it's मतलब it is sufficient, but to be a master, there are a lot of things that I need to learn on. मतलब yes, there's system design, architecture, there's a database, and how the Node.js framework work, Express framework work, and all, how you can manipulate all the modules and all according. मतलब there the
There's
what
no end.
yeah,
So
there's no
honestly,
end.
there is no end. I think so. There is no end. Yeah,
Yeah, right.
So
that's definitely there.
if you are doing a backend, don't मतलब after completing the backend, I will say just give yourself a little bit time, at least 6 to 8 months तो दो अपने आप को कि मैं फ्रंट एंड की तरफ मूव करता हूँ. ओके, यू विल लर्न द फ्रंट एंड, आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि आपको दोनों आ जाएगा, बट यू विल बी द जैक ऑफ ऑल ट्रेड एंड मास्टर ऑफ नन.
Correct.
Hmm. That
And
is
even in companies, right? Matlab, this is like people who get placed from us, right? Whether even if they have become a full stack developer, they are just working on one stuff because one stuff may you have a lot of work, right? If a
Yeah,
company is good enough, you will get a lot of work in the back end or front end, right? That you will not be able to move to or switch to something else. ठीक है तो
huge.
there's a lot of people they keep on questioning that I want to do both, right? So मैं वही बोलता हूँ पहले एक चीज अच्छे से करो फिर देखेंगे, ठीक है? Then we will
Hmm.
see कि what's next, right? Because learning is not the only thing, right? मतलब also getting it implemented, making sure कि when to use what, right? If you know 10 things that you don't know when to use those 10 things, ठीक है? जैसे तुम let's say for example let's game में जैसे होता है, right? जैसे if
Hmm.
a person is coming near to you, you are like basically trying to hit him with a rocket launcher, right? जबकि तुम handgun use कर सकते हो.
Yeah.
So that is okay.
मतलब
Everyone's playing a lot of games these days, I think so. Only game references.
I would say कि मतलब क्योंकि in the company in which I am working ना, so, I've seen some junior, not मतलब senior, but junior software developer. They can do both back end and front end, but their work is really not, I won't say a mediocre level. मतलब आप कर लोगे, you will manage it. In fact वो work भी करेगा. लेकिन मतलब वो उतना अच्छा जब आप किसी प्रोफेशनल को दिखाओगे ना, ही वुड से इट्स वेरी मीडियोकर वर्क. मतलब सो व्हाटएवर यू आर डूइंग वेदर इज बैक एंड एंड फ्रंट एंड, पहले उसे अच्छे से मास्टर कर लो. इनफैक्ट आप जब डीप डाइव जाओगे तो आपको पता चलेगा कि नहीं, अभी इसमें भी बहुत कुछ है करने को. देयर आर लॉट
Correct.
ऑफ थिंग्स.
Because like SG2 tak, I think so just knowing one technology works. And what we have seen, Tushar, na, over the years, like getting like more than 200 people placed, okay? Like once you actually like jump out of sharpener, na, you have a good understanding on the concepts. Okay? That is very important. ठीक है? Once you have that, ठीक है? फिर तुमको कुछ भी चीज सीखने के लिए ज्यादा टाइम नहीं लगेगा.
हाँ.
ठीक है? तो वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है. जैसे अगर तुमको कोई कुछ चीज सिखा रहा है, जैसे क्या होता है कि अभी बहुत सारे मटेरियल तो हर जगह अवेलेबल है, ठीक है? जैसे यूट्यूब में भी बहुत जगह मटेरियल अवेलेबल है, बट उन लोग टच करके खत्म कर देते हैं, ठीक है? और बहुत लोग क्या करते हैं कि जो बता रहे, जैसे बता रहे प्रोजेक्ट बनाना है, वैसे उन लोग कॉपी पेस्ट करते रहते हैं, तो उससे कुछ भी नहीं होने वाला, ठीक है? और फिर वही लोग चला जाते हैं काम करने के लिए. अब कोई दिखाने वाला ही नहीं है उसको, कौन कैसे प्रोजेक्ट बनाएंगे? तो वो प्रॉब्लम हो जाता है. तो जब चीजें समझ के नहीं करो तो.
In fact ना, मैं जब when I मतलब there was the first day in my company ना, I was really scared कि मुझे यार I don't know कि मुझे देंगे, मुझे उतना आता भी है या नहीं. मतलब क्या वैभव और यश ने मुझे उतना सिखाया है भी नहीं. मतलब ऐसा तो नहीं होगा कि यहाँ पे मैं कुछ, ऑब्वियसली द कंपनीज में स्टेक्स तो हाई होते ही हैं, नोबडी विल स्पेयर मतलब. तो लेकिन मैंने गो थ्रू द कोड, मैं कहा ना, मुझे तो इससे ज्यादा आता है. सीरियसली मेरे को मुझे तो उससे ज्यादा आता है. ठीक है, मैं एग्जैजरेशन नहीं कर रहा हूँ, लेकिन हाँ
No, as in I
मतलब.
also see ना, मतलब ऐसे like students सब जो शार्पनर से like pass out कर जाते हैं, like they when they get these problems, okay, so like there are times when they come to me, okay, and then they start explaining कि sir यहाँ पे ऐसे ऐसे लिखा है, ऐसे ऐसे लिखा है, and this is how this is working. I'm like, this is good stuff, yeah, you know so much already, as in you can solve this by yourself altogether. मतलब back when I was like when I had joined my first job, I was not never being able to understand each and everything कि क्या चल रहा है. So I used to know how to do patchwork when I had joined my first job. So yeah, that's definitely happening. As in, people are knowing a lot of things before. As in, so that's what we kind of sell to the HRs as well. कि our students, you take them first day से काम पे लग जाएंगे. इनको पैकेज दे दो बस, और काम इन लोग पहले दिन से करेंगे. So yeah.
इनफैक्ट मुझे तो 2 हफ्ते तक काम ही नहीं था. दे वर लाइक कि यू जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड हाउ द थिंग्स वर्क. तो मैं 2 हफ्ते में सिर्फ जाता था, कोड देखता था, अपना कुछ करता था, लेकिन ठीक था.
I remember talking to you also. तो जब तुम्हारा जॉब लग गया तो मैं पूछा था कैसा चल रहा है, तुम लोग काम ही नहीं दे रहे, मेरे को टेंशन है कि काम नहीं मिल रहा है. हम लोग चिल करो यार, आपने टेंशन ले लिया, तुम्हारा जॉब मिल चुकी है तुमको.
अरे क्या
टेंशन
भरोसा
जब
भाई,
लेना था ले लिया.
ऑफर में 6 मतलब स्टार्टिंग के 6 मंथ में विदाउट नोटिफिकेशन आपको यूं रफा कर देंगे.
Okay, हाँ,
क्या
that
पता
is
मैं
the
फिर कॉल कर
question.
रहा हूँ, वैभव इनकी रिक्वायरमेंट कम हो गई है यार.
True. Okay, I think let's go to the next question. I think a lot of people are also asking questions. So, guys, we'll just get to you within like 8 minutes. Okay. I think a few more questions to go to Tushar, and then we'll jump to right to you. Okay. So, Tushar, now coming to like the course. Okay, like a lot of people are definitely asking this question. So, can you give us an exact an exact figure? Ki when did you exactly start, and when were you able to finish Sharpener's course?
Okay. I started in 1st of February. That was a February month. I started with February month, and within 1 month, I completed a DSA module. Next, I think was a web development that I completed in another next 1 month. The third module, which include Node.js and all the project, it took me a longer time. I think although I finished it April, May, and mid of June, I think you guys can anybody can complete it less than that. And if you're taking more time to that also, it's not a big issue. But some of the students have also asked me कि आपने तो आप फरवरी में स्टार्ट किया, मिड जून में खत्म कर दिया, बहुत जल्दी खत्म कर दिया. आई वुड से कि सबकी अपनी अपनी पेस होती है लर्निंग की. इन द एंड यू हैव टू लर्न इट. मे बी somebody has completed it faster than me, and it doesn't इससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता कि आप इसे कब कंप्लीट कर रहे हो. जस्ट बी कंसिस्टेंट अबाउट लर्निंग इट. भागो मत, कुछ स्किप मत करो. इनफैक्ट आई डिडंट स्किप एनीथिंग. इनफैक्ट डीएसए तो मैंने अच्छे से बिल्कुल टाइम लेके करा है. वैभव का भी सजेशन रहता था कि डोंट जंप इनटू द सॉल्यूशन एंड ऑल. सो मैं वो नहीं करता था. इनफैक्ट गोल्ड माइन शायद मैंने वो पहला एक हार्ड क्वेश्चन था जो मैंने खुद अपने आप से बिना कुछ देखे उसे सॉल्व किया था. एंड आई फील रियली गुड अबाउट इट. ओके, दो दिन का टाइम लगा, लेकिन उस पर अटके रहे, लेकिन सॉल्व किया, खुद ही करा. टेक योर टाइम. और वेब डेवलपमेंट आई वुड से जल्दी खत्म हो सकता है. बाकी अगर किसी को टाइम लगेगा, इफ somebody would find difficult, and it will be in Node.js modules and all, because it will take time, and it's very normal.
Makes sense. I think so. So I think the next very popular questions कि कितना टाइम देना चाहिए? Like
मैं तो ये कहूँगा टाइम उतना ही देना चाहिए जितना आपके पास अवेलेबल है. If I would say give 24 hours, I don't think so you are going to give 24 hours, whatever. Some of you are also working. Maybe you don't have even 8 hours for a day. Working for 8 hours and then giving another 8 hours for this, it won't be possible. So
true.
give whatever time that if you can give 6 hours a day or 4 to 5 hours a day, it's if your pace is, I would say 4 hours a day, you can complete it in 4 months. 4 months, yeah. And if you stretch some of the modules in weekends like Saturdays and Sundays, maybe it will less than 4 months it will take.
Makes sense.
If somebody has asked, Pulkit has asked me how much time you have given. Pulkit, I was doing it doing it as a full time because I desperately wanted to move into to the industry. So I'm not a morning person, so my day start at 10 and it finish up at 2 at night. I won't say I was completely लगातार ही मैं कर रहा था. I will do it for 2 hours. I usually go to the library because I can't do, मेरे घर के पास एक लाइब्रेरी है, मैं वहां जाता था. वहीं पे ही मेरा पूरा दिन 10 बजे जाना, रात को 10:30 बजे वहां से आना. Then फिर घर में आके थोड़ी एनर्जी, if I have left some energy, then I would do it. लेकिन ऐसा कुछ नहीं, मैं I was doing it continuously and all. बीच में इनफैक्ट उसमें बीच में मैं जिम का टाइम भी निकालता था. इट ऑल्सो इंक्लूड उसमें मैं जिम भी जाता था, रनिंग के लिए जाता था और फूड एंड ऑल. सो
जिमिंग इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट.
हाँ, फिटनेस का ध्यान रखना बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है. बिकॉज अब आपका ब्रेन चलेगा तभी आपकी बॉडी चलेगी, तभी आपका ब्रेन वर्क करेगा. तो
True.
Hello.
Pratik, we'll come to your question. Just raise your hand. We'll just come to each and everyone's question. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
oh my god, there are 271 people. मेरे को तो लग रहा है कल लग जाएगा. Almost
So,
bottom. Okay, yeah.
So, Tushar, yeah, definitely, yeah, like what I can take away from here is कि like give your like the entire time you have, like जितना भी time available है, definitely give that, and obviously focus on your health as well. Okay, don't deteriorate your health. Okay, but yeah, like
Comparison
don't
मत
make
करो basically.
it. हाँ,
मतलब क्यों जानना कि मैंने कितना दिया था? हैं? How much time? Why you want to know that how much time I have given? If you have 8 hours, give it 8 hours, no?
Makes sense. So Tushar, like coming to my next question would be like how like how do you plan your day? As in, like obviously you were going to library and stuff. So 10 o'clock say like by what time were you like this structured so that like people who are like late risers maybe they can use this structure. Like how were you planning your day?
I would say what I follow is I go to the library by 10, and I will start with the module over there and stick to it around 12. I usually after 2 hours I usually take a half an hour 15 minutes break, then I continue it again, then in between I had a lunch. फिर usually till evening I go for gymming at evening. Then I came back again to the library and start doing it again. In fact, ताला लगा के मैं ही आता था. वहाँ पे एक there was another person who was a caretaker. So तो वो और मैं हम दोनों आखिरी में हम दोनों ही निकलते थे. उसे लगता था मैं शायद मे बी आई एम प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर समथिंग यूपीएससी एंड ऑल.
True. सही बात है. तो तुषार, as in so in general what we've also seen ना कि different timings पे different effectiveness रहता था. So like just like as in maybe like before, like what I've seen in my personal life, right? Before lunch I'm very effective. Okay, like ऐसे बहुत सारा coding मैं before lunch कर लेता हूँ. एक बार खाना खा लेता तो फिर नींद आने लगती है.
Yes.
So what was like your understanding when you were preparing?
Yeah, नहीं, same with me. After the lunch, मैं first of all मैं avoid करता हूँ full खाने का, क्योंकि अगर पेट भर के खा लिया फिर तो नींद आनी पक्की है. So उस खाने के बाद तो मेरे को ब्लैक कॉफी चाहिए ही चाहिए, फिर मैं नहीं जग पाऊंगा.
True.
और इनफैक्ट आई यूज्ड टू अवॉइड आफ्टर 4 बिकॉज फिर मैं रात को भी नहीं सो पाऊंगा और सुबह उठना भी है. सो मॉर्निंग का टाइम मेरे लिए बेस्ट रहता था. मॉर्निंग एज आई ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू, मतलब आफ्टर 10 to 2 मैं आई वाज रियली फुल फ्लेजेड. मैं अपना पूरा फोकस रहता था उसी दौरान. और यूजुअली नाइट का टाइम, क्योंकि नाइट का टाइम यूजुअली इसलिए मैं ये कहूँगा क्योंकि ऑब्वियसली आई मेक अ शेड्यूल कि आई हैव टू कंप्लीट इट, एंड बाय द नाइट आई केम टू रियलाइज ये भी रह गया, चलो जल्दी खत्म करना है इसे. सो फिर और अपना कान में हेडफोन लगाए, कोडिंग स्टार्टिंग कर दी. यूजुअली अगर नींद भी आ रही है ना तो मतलब आफ्टर लंच मैं डार्क नाइट का म्यूजिक चलाता था, कान में लगाया, वो मेरे को पंप देता है. 1-2 साल से मैं उसे सुन रहा, मैं अब तक उस गाने से बोर नहीं हुआ हूँ. दिन में एक बार तो मैं सुन ही लेता हूँ उस गाने को.
तो nice.
नींद मेरी खुल जाती है वो गाना सुन के. किसी ने नहीं सुना है तो क्रिस्टोफर नोलन की लास्ट मूवी थी डार्क नाइट राइज, उसका म्यूजिक सुनिएगा. 7 इट्स जस्ट म्यूजिक, कोई लिरिक्स नहीं है उसमें.
Okay, I think so. We should make a channel for this. I think so, for music. I think so. The coding music is a different genre altogether. Because I understand the songs with lyrics, they become like they tend to like distract you a little bit. So yeah.
इनफैक्ट हम लोग कंपनी में भी ना, बॉस है उनका भी, हम लोग साथ में बैठ के एक ही कैबिन में बैठते हैं, तो वो भी अपना स्पीकर चला के म्यूजिक चला रहा था। हमारा इनफैक्ट उनका हमारा टेस्ट म्यूजिक का सेम ही है, तो इसलिए हमारी थोड़ी बनती भी है।
Nice. So, Tushar, I think so. There are people saying it थोड़ा English भी mix कर लो.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. People are not understanding, but yeah, I think we're going good. So, okay, just a few more minutes. I think so. Yeah, Tushar. So now, like coming to the most important phase, I think which everyone wants to know over here. What was the interview phase like? When did you start, and what was it like as a Tushar?
Okay, first of all, before going for the interview, I start applying for some of the company by myself also because I want to get comfortable with the interview, because I was very well aware that see, usually people say that they have given in on the sharpener that they have given 10 interviews, 15 interviews, but I was pretty confident that I am not going to get a 10 to 15 interviews. Most probably I will get 4 to 5 interviews, and in that I have to crack some a good offer for me. So start giving some of the interview by myself also. So when I was doing the project to get comfortable with how the interviews are going to be like. So in fact, I got one of the offer from by myself from one company that was in Gurgaon. They were offering work from home, and the package was around about 5 also. So, and the company profile was really good. So I simply called to, first I think I called to Yash, but Yash didn't pick up. So I called to Vaibhav. So Vaibhav, and I simply said to Vaibhav, this company are offering me this much. Should I take it? At that time, I think Vaibhav was in Goa. He was in Goa. And so Vaibhav simply said, no, don't take it. You will get more than that. So I will be very honest, I didn't believe Vaibhav at that time. यार कहीं मतलब यहाँ के भी ना रहे, वहाँ के भी ना रहे. Sorry for the Hindi, but that was the only phrase that I remember. so yeah, Vaibhav was very confident that no, you will get more than that. We will give you more than that. Go, okay. I believe the Vaibhav and Yash for that, and I think within 15 months. Oh,
15
days.
15 days. Sorry, within 15 days, I got one that offer that the currently company that I'm working in. Well, I get days within 15 days. For interview, I will suggest to each and every one to get first of all, some of them have asked me, is English really important? Sorry to say, but yeah, it is important, and you have to accept it, because see, I am working in Bangalore, and my boss is a Telugu guy. He doesn't understand Hindi. So how I am going to communicate with him?
True. I think Bangalore is like a mix of everything. Yeah.
So yeah,
Well, you just have to have one common ground.
Yeah.
Communication, एक common ground है, right? ठीक है. I'll tell you guys one instance which happened with Tushar. ठीक है. So we did not know that he had started applying by himself. ठीक है. तो फिर तुषार का एक दिन कॉल आता है रात को मेरे को, somewhere around 10-11. ठीक है. मैं जिम से like I just came back from gym and then I was like, someone is calling me, let's pick it up. ठीक है. कुछ करने को नहीं रहा था. I thought चलो, and I was not busy, so normally I don't pick up calls after 11, so don't think कि 11 के बाद I become free. But yeah, so I picked up Tushar's phone. ठीक है. And he was like, ये कुछ ऐसा सीन है. ठीक है. Like I started interviewing and the things are not going well. हम बोला, I have not gotten your resume. तुम किसके साथ इंटरव्यू कर रहे हो? कहाँ इंटरव्यू कर रहे हो? ठीक है. And then I was like कि send me your resume and then we'll start referring you. ठीक है. And probably within like 2 weeks after that, he had started cracking offers, multiple offers, I guess.
So Tushar, like
the way I remember it, I think I have sent it, but these two guys were enjoying in Goa, so they didn't look at the interview. I would say like that. ये भटका रहे हैं तुम्हें. ये दोनों गोवा में चल रहे थे और मेरी दिल्ली में फटी हुई थी.
Good. Yeah. So, Tushar, like, just I think the audience wants to also know, like, how many offers did you crack in general? Like, how many offers were you able to crack? What is the
Uh,
total?
I gave around 4 to 5 interview around Sharpener. I had 3 offers.
You had three offers. Okay, that's
Yeah.
good. And like, just a rough figure on the packages, because I think everyone's asking that.
Uh, mm, okay, everyone was offering me around 6 to 7, but the company that I am working right now, they have offered me more than that. And I'm talking about enhanced salary, not cut.
Okay, that's good. And yeah, people who don't know, like Tushar currently works with Miles Education, I think so.
Yeah,
You might have seen the advertisement on YouTube. Like it's very commonly that his
yeah.
boss keeps coming on YouTube ads. Yeah,
No, that is not my boss. He is a founder.
so he's a founder.
The company, it's like the way the Sharpener trained people for the IT industry, na? Where we train CS, not C, that account students, commerce students to work to work in the US and all, like a CP and CMA. It's
Okay,
similar to like CA in India. For US and Canada, they have a CPA and CMA.
makes
Similar to
sense. Like that. So, Tushar, like now, like coming to like when you get multiple offers, right? Like, so how do
that.
you evaluate that this is the offer you want to take? Like what goes in your mind? Like, as it just like so that people also know when they are choosing their companies, like which company to go to.
First, money. Second is uh, first of all, I like the guy who took my. I have a two interview. One was with the first guy has a 8 of year of experience, and the second guy has a 12 year of experience. So I like the profile of the guy with the 8 year of experience. So it was like I can learn many things from him. When you go for the company, na, just look for the employees also, how much work of experience that they have, in which company they have worked, because ultimately they are going to help you, and you are going to learn a lot from them. And
Mhm.
also, I would, okay, many of the students have also asked me that key, I want a job on in my city only. Why? Okay, if you get a job in your city, that's a really good thing. But if you get, I'm from Delhi right now, and I'm in Bangalore. You should be able to relocate to some of the places. Look, okay, and for 1 to 2 months it will be uncomfortable, but uh, after that you will get used to it. Don't be afraid of changes and all, na?
And if the change is for good, obviously, matlab, you should change, right? Matlab, it also depends. Like, matlab, you should value each and everything, right? Matlab, if you're getting good Delhi offer, if you're getting good work from home offer, and so value करो, देखो दोनों को wait करो, ठीक है? But what I believe initially, like जाके काम करो, right?
हाँ.
जाके काम करो, because then जो exposure मिलेगा ना वो काफी ज्यादा next level होगा, ठीक है? क्योंकि तुम जैसे वर्क फ्रॉम होम काम कर रहे हो तो ऐसे लेट्स से इफ यू गेट स्टक समवेयर, ठीक है, द अदर पर्सन इज नॉट रिस्पॉन्डिंग टू यू, यू डोंट नो व्हाट टू डू, ठीक है? तो
Same,
दैट इज द
same.
मेन प्रॉब्लम। फिर 1-2 साल जब काम कर लिए ना, ठीक है, फिर यू नो हाउ टू वर्क विद थिंग्स, हाउ टू अप्रोच अ प्रॉब्लम, ठीक है, एंड हाउ टू सॉल्व इट विदाउट एनी हेल्प लाइक रिक्वायर्ड फ्रॉम द टीम में, ठीक है? इसलिए तुम देखोगे ना जो SD2 होता है, ठीक है, SD3 होता है, दे डोंट लाइक बेसिकली टेक अ लॉट ऑफ हेल्प फ्रॉम सीनियर्स और समथिंग, ठीक है? उन लोग खुद से काम करते हैं, ठीक है? एंड देन दे ट्राई टू लाइक आंसर द प्रॉब्लम बाय देमसेल्फ, एंड दैट थिंग इन ऑर्डर टू बिकम दैट थिंग तुमको वो एक्सपोजर चाहिए। स्टार्टिंग में जैसे डीमोटिवेट हो जाओगे, ठीक है, जैसे वी हैव सीन, जैसे अभी एक एडवर्टाइजमेंट आता है, ठीक है, active.ai, राइट? ठीक है, सो वी हैड कपल ऑफ पीपल प्ले, तो एक बंदे को मतलब ही डिड नॉट, मतलब ही वाज डूइंग वर्क फ्रॉम होम, तो फिर ही डिड नॉट लाइक कि क्या काम है कैसा है, ही वाज नॉट एबल टू सॉल्व इट, वी हेल्प्ड हिम, ठीक है? एंड देन ही स्टार्टेड रियलाइजिंग कि नाउ कैसे सीनियर से हेल्प लेंगे, कैसे क्या करेंगे, एंड so that initial barrier is there, ठीक है? But that you don't have to worry, we are always there to help you out, ठीक है? जैसे अभी there was one more person, ठीक है, he got placed last month, So he was asking us doubts on React.js. मैं खुद सोच रहा हूँ ये कैसे करेंगे कैसे, because all problems are new, right? ठीक है, you will always be solving a new problem. ठीक है, वर्किंग ऑन अ न्यू प्रॉब्लम. ऐसा रहेगा कि ये इंटरनेट पे अवेलेबल नहीं रहेगा, ठीक है, बट देन हाउ टू अप्रोच इट, वो सब चीज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट.
या टू बी पर्सनली मेरे को तो वर्क फ्रॉम होम वैसे भी नहीं पसंद. इनफैक्ट आई गॉट वन ऑफर फ्रॉम गुड़गांव, वन कंपनी. Did I already mentioned it? They were offering work from home, and it was just a 30-minute drive from my home. But मतलब, but I didn't took it. मतलब, in fact, I didn't took it also because I was getting more pay currently in Bangalore. In fact, uh, okay, it's just a suggestion or a trick that you can use. See, when I joined in my current company, na, they were the amount they were. I simply told them, see, I am getting this from that company. I didn't. I was not getting that much, but I played with them. Okay, see, I am getting this from that company. If you are offering me more than that, because Bangalore is an expensive city. Okay, Tushar, we will look. Okay, and they accepted it. You can play with that also. It won't work every time because most probably they will ask, okay, share the offer letter and all. But ठीक है, मैंने खेला. I played.
तो यहाँ पे यही है, मतलब मल्टीपल ऑफर्स क्रैक करो, तुमको ये शेड वाला कॉन्फिडेंस तभी मिलेगा जब तुमको ये पता रहेगा. तुषार, राइट, ठीक है, प्रॉब्ली एक हफ्ते के अंदर, दैट टाइम ऑब्वियसली वी हैड रीच दैट 200 मार्क, हम लोग पार्टी कर रहे थे गोवा में, राइट. So and then he did not get offers, he did not get interview calls that week. But then the thing is, like next week when he started getting interview calls, he was very confident, right? वो क्रैक करना चालू कर दिया था इंटरव्यू, ठीक है. The moment I used to refer him, he used to, like, the HR used to say, like, he's an awesome guy, he knows the thing, ठीक है. तो become like that, ठीक है, कि दूसरा कंपनी जब तुमको मना भी करे ना, तुम्हारे पास ऐसे कॉन्फिडेंस रहे कि यार मैं कुछ और क्रैक कर लूंगा, ठीक है. तो पहले क्रैक करो कंपनी को, पहले डिस्कस करो, एंड देन वी आर देयर टू टेल यू हाउ टू नेगोशिएट एंड ऑल, ठीक है. कैसे पैकेज बढ़ाना है, कैसे कंपनी को निचोड़ना है और कैसे ज्यादा पैकेज निकालना है, वी आर देयर. यू डोंट हैव टू बी वरीड अबाउट कि कैसे पैकेज को वो करना है.
And just be confident in an interview. The confidence is the key. सामने मतलब although interviewer will try, मतलब mostly HR will try to intimidate you. मतलब usually I don't find मतलब usually HR, in my case the HR was saying, Tushar, you have an 8 year of gap and all. मैंने कहा, I'm not applying for some senior developer guy. Why does it that matter? And in fact, I simply, मतलब मैंने थोड़ा attitude show करके मैंने I simply said, see, two senior most person in your company has taken my interview. Has took my interview. They must have saw something good in me. ठीक है. I don't think so. You are a technical person. You don't. थोड़ा सा मेरे को लगा बाद में मैंने क्या रूडली बोल दिया क्या. लेकिन ठीक रहा. मतलब okay, I understand. We will, मतलब फिर you understand, मतलब it worked.
That is good.
बस थोड़ा मतलब ऐसे मत बोलना, don't speak like that. But मैं थोड़ा सा
ना थोड़ा सा पोलाइट रहना ही बेटर है.
मतलब थोड़ा पोलाइट रहना.
वही
मेरे साथ एक बार हुआ था, लेकिन उसके बाद मैंने नहीं करा.
ठीक है. So Tushar, now I think so, like right now, like I think one question which I think people are asking is कि कैसा है ये, like as in like the new environment where you're working, like what is it like, as in what do you feel about the office and the perks which are there? Can you just give us a brief like about them as well? कैसा है IT industry and like, because a lot of people are going to be new to the IT industry.
See, to be my office is really cool. First of all, हम लोग बोलना नहीं चाहिए, लेकिन कई बार चलता है काम के साथ साथ. तो इनफैक्ट बॉस भी कुछ नहीं कहते, ठीक है. और इनफैक्ट everybody is really helpful. If I got stuck somewhere, I can simply ask. There is one guy, name is right now he's not there. He just left industry not industry, but he just left the company, but we still are in touch. तो मैं whenever I got stuck ना, I simply call him. मैंने कहा जुनेद भाई यहाँ पे stuck हो रहा हूँ, ठीक है, okay, we get connect, and he simply solve my problems and all. Most probably you will find someone in your company who is there to help you. You
Yeah.
won't don't think it like that, whether I would be able to manage it or not, at all, or not. But in my company, everyone was really helpful. They didn't say, oh तुम्हें ये भी नहीं आता. No, nobody was like that. In fact,
तुमको मालूम है कि अगर वो तुमको डिमोटिवेट करेंगे तो काम कौन करेगा, उनको ही करना पड़ेगा. तो ये मतलब
so,
टीम अपलिफ्टमेंट होते रहता है कंटिन्यूअसली, एंड यू हैव टू बी नाइस टू पीपल. जैसे इफ यू आर एक्सपेक्टिंग दैट दे विल बी नाइस टू यू, तो तुमको भी यू हैव टू बी एक्स्ट्रा नाइस टू देम. ठीक है, पोलाइटली बात करो. एंड बिलीव कि सब लोग मतलब एट द एंड वी हैव अ वेरी चिल आईटी कल्चर, क्योंकि उन लोग को खुद फ्रस्ट्रेशन नहीं है लोगों से. ठीक है, उनका जिंदगी आसान चल रहा है तो तुम्हारा भी जिंदगी आसान कर दिया.
Usually non-IT people, they will be not, for example, how the things work in our company na, there is one middle person who communicate with the higher management what are their requirements, and she told us, she tell us that the management is looking for these new services and stuff that you have to build up. Okay, so this this non-IT person, they didn't understand what are the problem that we went through. They simply said, "It थोड़ा सा ही तो change है, ऐसा हो जाएगा." But they don't understand ना कि हमें that we have to go through, we have to change a lot of things. आपके लिए छोटा है लेकिन हमारे लिए बहुत बड़ा है. लेकिन but my boss, who is a project manager, we all have we all have a back of him with us. वो हमारे साथ हमेशा खड़े रहते हैं. he usually say, in fact, last week ही एक meeting में ऐसे ही morning we have every morning we have a status call. So that person said कि my boss name is Chakri. So he said, Chakri, it's just a very small change. He simply said, maybe for you it's a very small change, but we have to change a lot of things for that. We can't do that. So, boss, my boss is really cool. He's
people
really
are
helpful.
understanding what I feel कि people are understanding. People understand कि what is the brain problem. उसको समझ नहीं आ रहा था upper higher management, because being a non-IT person, he is not understanding, he or she is not understanding it. But जिसको पता है उसको पता है, and they know कि इतना टाइम लगेगा. And what I believe कि यहाँ पे ना ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर तुमको 8 घंटे लग रहा है तो तुमको बोलेंगे कि ये 8 घंटे में ही खत्म करना है. They'll give you that तुम 8 घंटे और लो, but काम खत्म करके दो. ठीक है, अच्छे से करके दो. That is what मतलब that doing the task with good quality is what like they are thriving for. They are not thriving for कि भाई तुमको फटाफट खत्म करके देना है कि कोड जाके 8वां घंटे बाद फट जाए. ठीक है, तो ऐसा नहीं चाहिए उनको.
In fact, they give me very much time to get comfortable. In fact, the first start that they allocate me na, it was very simple. I just completed in I think 1 or 2 hours. I don't know. I was like, why? They told me that you have to complete it in a day. When I go through it, why I would take it? Why I would complete it in a day? It's just a 1 or 2 hour task.
So yeah, I think we've had a very long session. I think so, but it is very nice.
I won't mind. I thought कि 1 घंटे में क्या बोलूँगा यार, but 1 घंटा कब हुआ पता नहीं चला मुझे.
True. Okay. So, Tushar, like last question. I think some advice which you want to give to students, and then I think we can start looking at the question which the students have. So, like some advice that you want to give to the students who are actually preparing right now, like some advices.
Okay. One advice that since you are in learning phase right now, just focus on learning. I would suggest you to कि अभी don't look कि placement होंगे या नहीं. Even I also got worried कि Whether they will, Yash and Vaibhav will able to recommend me to some other companies, I will be honest. I also have a doubt, but I would suggest you to just focus on your learning. Okay? Right now, मतलब somehow I can assure you, each and everyone, if you are really good in your skills, see, you will be managed to get into a very good company with a very decent package. See, if you are really good, then I can say you can go above 10 LP also. It's not a big deal. I'm, I'm just being very honest. It's not a big deal. See, uh, um, if I didn't have this 8 year of career gap, na, then I would not have settled for this company also. Then फिर मैं लालच आ जाता नहीं मैं और I will go for a higher package. I would have gone for a higher package. See, I just at that time I was simply desperate to somehow enter into the industry, and that I have already done. So
Correct.
for all of you, this is my unsolicited advice, that to be just right now, just focus on learning and be confident that what you know about love. Just be confident. uh, and uh, During interview process, there is one module in interview session in which Sharpener provide all of the question. A lot of students ask me whether the Sharpener module is enough for cracking the question. I would simply said go through that interview module and whatever the questions are there, na, 85 to 90% of interview will ask the same question. That's what I've seen. See, Manuskill, I have not gone through any other question apart from that. Everything is covered it over there. Huh? What but Just understand each of the concept really well and be confident in an interview, and if something goes wrong, then sun will rise again.
Correct.
Very nicely said, I think so. Yeah, Tushar,
Yeah.
that's definitely there. Yeah, if something goes wrong, definitely the sun will rise again. Yeah, guys, and you'll get
Okay.
more interviews. Yeah, so nothing to worry. But yeah, prepare. Like give your best shot at preparing. Okay. And I think so. Yeah, people are asking for the Q&A. Let's start off with that. Okay, guys, please raise your hands. Okay, we'll go one by one. Okay. Roughly, we'll take 40 people and then we'll stop. So roughly by 1:30, 1:40, we'll stop. Okay. Nidhi, you can go first. Yeah, Nidhi. I think you raised your hand
Yes,
first.
sir. Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, congratulations, Tushar.
Hi
It
Nidhi,
really
thank
like
you, thank you.
motivates us. And I have a question. I have just given the mock interviews, like starting wale. So
Hmm.
what I have faced the till now, ki whenever I am facing a interview, mock interview, my screen is sharing. So beside on focus on the problem, I focus 50% of my focus is on that somebody is watching me seeing what I'm writing in my code. So that like divides my focus if I'm able to only 50% focus on the problem. So how to manage that?
Yeah, simply, just question is that somebody, I get what you say. Uh,
That it's almost like कि जैसे हम कभी स्कूल
maybe
में एग्जाम लिख रहे हैं और
that
टीचर हमारे ऊपर
somebody,
आके खड़ा है वो
yeah,
देख रहे
big
हैं
boss
कि
is
आप क्या लिख रहे हो.
watching.
That's the same feeling.
Yeah, that's a big boss is watching me. He is going to judge me. See, for that
Yeah,
I
yeah, that's what I want to say. How to manage that?
I, mm, I don't have any suggestion for that, but by the time you will get comfortable. See, my first mock interview was with the Costo. Costo took my first mock interview, and it went really horrible. Horrible, मतलब कि what he asked, मतलब I was really blank. He's what was the question? I think Fibonacci series related coding he asked me. I have done it. In fact, it was just a simple one-line code. I have done it, but when he asked me, na, I was not able to do it. Maybe just because of the pressure. Ki okay, I have to. There is somebody who is watching me. I would say by the time you will get comfortable.
करेक्ट. और बहुत अभी तो जैसे तुषार तो अभी पता नहीं होगा उसको कितने मॉक इंटरव्यूज होते हैं. अभी अभी 8 से 10 मॉक इंटरव्यूज होते हैं, ठीक है, हर एक स्टूडेंट के. तो मतलब तुम जब इतना मॉक इंटरव्यू दोगे ना, तो तुम खुद ऐसे कंफर्टेबल हो जाओगे कि कैसे चीजों को अप्रोच करना है, क्या करना है, कैसे आंसर करना है, ठीक है। अगर देयर विल बी अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम्स, ठीक है, वेयर यू विल नॉट बी नोइंग द आंसर, ठीक है, मतलब एंड देन हाउ विल यू टैकल दोस, वेदर यू विल बिकम वेरी नर्वस, ठीक है, कि क्या कैसे करना है। तो ऑल दो थिंग्स यू विल ऑटोमेटिकली एक्सपीरियंस इट एंड यू विल बिकम बेटर, राइट, यू विल ग्रो, राइट।
One thing I मतलब usually na the interview is not looking whether you are right, whether you are able to solve they are looking just for the approach that you are going through. One of मतलब if they see that okay you are going in a right way, they will stop you over there. Okay, I got it. मतलब ठीक है, you are doing it correctly. In fact, most of them will also help you out. मतलब for example, when I was giving this was a company interview. When I was giving it, I simply said, he said you have to write something in some I think it was a prime number. So I said, I simply said, see, I have practiced coding a lot in Python. If I got stuck with something where if I got confused with syntax, just really help me. He said, oh no issue. You can just Google the syntax also. If you get stuck with the syntax, what is some inbuilt function and all, if you get stuck somewhere, you can Google it. So I would say at that time I was really lucky. The usually most of the interviewers don't do that, but he allowed me to. And by the time you will get comfortable with the interview, Nidhi, give as many interviews as you can. It's just a mock interview. See, you know.
Correct. And plus, Abhi, there's also one more new feature which we have is that you also become an interviewer. So you also get to judge
Yeah,
people.
yeah. I
Yeah.
have to take one
You
interview
get an
today.
experience. You also understand that they're not judging you, they're just looking at and they're also trying to help you. The interviewer is also trying to help you only. But yeah, definitely a part of his job is to judge you because he'll obviously hire you and like he wants someone good in the team only. So वो तो होगा ही, but yeah, you will grow out of it, I think so. मतलब you'll become.
Usually,
Yeah,
usually I
basically,
also ना usually I also record my interviews. I will just कि later on I will look at it and see where I got stuck or no, why I was not able to do it, whether I was able to communicate my uh, communicate really well or not. Usually I also do that, so you can also try that.
okay, that's very helpful advice from you. And I have a second question also. Now I don't know whether to go. मतलब like I don't have even a single thing about like front end and back end. कुछ भी like basic नहीं पता है. तो like how
Hmm.
to select कि मैं मतलब whether I would be interested in back end or front end, like without any knowledge, like how can I select?
जो
No, I'll
यहाँ
tell
पे,
you. Don't worry.
हाँ, डोंट वरी, मतलब मेंटर आर देयर, ठीक है। मतलब देखो क्या है ना कि इंटरेस्ट वाइज जाओ कि तुमको कौन सा चीज में ज्यादा इंटरेस्ट है, ठीक है। बिकॉज व्हाट आई हैव सीन की पीपल गेटिंग वेरी वेरी गुड ऑफर्स इन फ्रंट एंड, वेरी वेरी गुड ऑफर्स इन बैक एंड, ठीक है। एंड इट ऑल इज डिपेंडेंट ऑन इंटरेस्ट, राइट, बिकॉज तुमको ये समझना है कि फ्रंट एंड बैक एंड दोनों साथ में ही काम करते हैं, ठीक है, और दोनों ही डिफिकल्ट काम है, ऐसा नहीं है कि इजी काम है। बट इफ यू आर इंटरेस्टेड इन इट, ठीक है, यू विल grow in that particular thing, or that is like what it is, like मतलब पहले देखो कि क्या है exactly front end and back end, और फिर then make the decision rather than making the decision based on कि क्या मतलब सैलरी है क्या नहीं है, सैलरी
Right.
दोनों में है।
Back-end guys will say कि back-end में ज्यादा पैकेज है, front-end guys बोलेंगे front-end में ज्यादा पैकेज है।
Yes, that's it.
Basically what like
मेरे को
interest
फ्रंट एंड
matter.
थोड़ा बोरिंग लगता है, टू बी ऑनेस्ट निधि.
Okay.
Oh my God.
अरे ये बायसनेस आ जाता है, देखो मतलब जब मैं कोडिंग कर रहा था ना, आई विल गिव यू अ रफ आइडिया कि मैं जावा में कोड कर रहा था, ठीक है, लाइक कॉलेज लाइफ आई डिड इट इन जावा, ठीक है। एंड देन व्हेन आई वाज टोल्ड टू लाइक फर्स्ट डे इटसेल्फ आई वाज टोल्ड इन माय कंपनी दैट वी हैव दिस प्रोजेक्ट ऑन पाइथन, ठीक है। तो मैं बोला यार मेरे को जावा आता है, मेरे को पाइथन नहीं आता है और मेरे को जावा में इंटरेस्टेड है, ठीक है। बट देन द थिंग इज व्हेन यू वर्क ऑन इट, ठीक है, यू विल बिकम इंटरेस्टेड, ठीक है। तो वो स्टार्टिंग में बायसेस हमेशा रहेगा, यू विल नॉट वांट टू मूव आउट ऑफ योर कंफर्ट जोन, बट देन यू हैव टू रियलाइज द चेंज इज ऑलवेज फॉर गुड, ठीक है। फिर अभी मेरे को फिर पाइथन के बाद जावास्क्रिप्ट में फेंका गया, फिर अलग अलग प्रोजेक्ट में फेंका गया बेस्ड ऑन रिक्वायरमेंट। तो यू विल ऑटोमेटिकली कीप ऑन लर्निंग थिंग्स
Yeah,
एंड
मैं
देन यू विल
ready
सी कि
for the
यार लर्निंग
change.
टेक्नोलॉजी, Yeah, learning things is not difficult. एक बार एक चीज सीख गया ना अच्छे से, तो दूसरा चीज सीखना बहुत इजी है.
Okay.
अगर if you
Hello,
learn
sir.
one language, yeah,
Hello.
somebody.
Pratik, we're
Yeah,
coming to you.
yeah, we come to you, Pratik.
Just I think more 20 minutes we'll come to everyone. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Thank you
think
so
let's
much.
go with Nitin. Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
Nitin. Let's go with Nitin. I
And
think so,
thanks,
Nitin.
and I really appreciate that you are arranging these sessions every weekend. So, like, it really boosts us, our energy also. Thanks.
Sure. Yeah, we'll keep doing that every 2 weeks, one session. Yeah. And I think we'll have more sessions coming up as well. I think so. The frequency would also be increasing in some time.
Correct. So there are like people waiting in the queue कि मतलब आना है, and मतलब the thing is कि oh yeah, we are trying to get as many as possible. ठीक है, and like it's fun interacting with. अभी तो we are also planning to arrange a formal meet. बहुत ऐसे virtual sessions हो गए. Probably our parents are leaving on 27th. So ऐसे सब लोग को we all the happening. मतलब people who are here in Bangalore, and we'll be partying here. So let's see.
जल्दी करो वैभव. मैं 1 महीने से सुन रहा हूँ. मैं डेली वीकेंड पे तैयार होकर रेडी रहता हूँ कि आज वैभव का कॉल आएगा कि आ जाओ तुषार आज पार्टी है, लेकिन वो आ नहीं रहा है कॉल.
एकदम पक्का.
So I think Nitin, yeah, you can go next. Yeah, Nitin. Nitin, are you there?
No,
yeah. Shiva, you can go next. Shiva.
Yeah. Congratulations, Tushar.
Thank you, Shiva.
Yeah. So my question is about. I want to ask about Asian Vaibhav.
Okay.
I want to ask Vaibhav.
Okay. Yeah, tell me.
Yeah. Can you please tell me the number? So many places still no. So I cannot.
So right now, somewhere around
I didn't-
277 number of people who have gotten placed.
Okay.
Yeah, so somewhere around 277, 278. Not exactly sure of the right number because abhi a lot of people are interviewing. Okay, but yeah, on a rough number, this many people have gotten placed. And if you look at like the main stats, ki matlab, abhi it's on a very good trend, right? Jैसे last week we have hired 4 more people just for placement. ठीक है, तो मतलब जो हेल्प करे प्लेसमेंट्स के लिए. ठीक है, तो व्हाट आई बिलीव कि right now we are still able to get like 2 to 3 interviews, मतलब whatever we had promised, right, back then. So that way it's like pretty good. ठीक है, so don't worry. ठीक है, just keep on doing things, right? तुम उसका टेंशन मत लो. You just have to get selected in one company. ठीक है, you don't have to get selected in 10. ठीक है, yeah. Someone is asking highest package provided. ठीक है, तो highest package देखो यार, if you look into, मतलब lot of people have got in place. There are 4 people working in Amazon. ठीक है, but then I believe Amazon is not the highest package. वो CTC देती है ज्यादा. ठीक है, पैकेज तो 12 ही मिलता है. ठीक है, तो what is important is in-hand salary. ठीक है, and मतलब है, मतलब
Yeah,
काफी है.
Vaibhav,
ठीक है,
can you please explain about the what is meant by stocks? How
don't
we can
worry. First crack the company. I'll explain you all of those things. ठीक है, don't worry about
stocks. As in right now, that comes mostly when you crack like say like a 20-30 lakh wala. So stocks वो realizable नहीं होता. As in मतलब you'll get it after like a year, 2 years ऐसे ऐसे करके मिलते हैं, और वो बेच भी सकते हैं normally. So उतना फायदा नहीं होता in general. So it's always good to look at fixed CTC.
Just like elephant teeth.
Yeah, we also sharpener students are allowed to party in Bangalore. Not
Yeah,
about who
yeah,
are not placed.
Yeah, we'll make a group. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I think like we finalized the dates. Like that last week of December. Sorry, last week of November is when we are meeting. So yeah, we'll call everyone whosoever is in Bangalore. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. I think Zubair, we can go next with you, Zubair.
Yeah, hi Tushar, how are you?
Hi, Zubair, how are you? You also messaged me, no, Zubair?
Yeah, I have talked to you,
Yeah.
buddy. You are very amazing guy and truly honest person I have ever met. So you have cleared all the issue resolved in the meet and as well as on my call, and nothing but a little bit issue about that DSA part. That can you help me or suggest me that in which level I have to be best in my DSA part? Like I have practiced my linked list and recursion as well as tags and queues. So is it sufficient for crack the interview? So or I have to be prepare it more ever best of best?
See, it is sufficient for you to to crack the interview, but that also depends how much package you are expecting. See, if somebody is offering you more than 10, then you have to be really good in trees also, linked list and all. So
Okay.
uh,
Okay.
and I think you don't want to stick to 7 to 8 throughout your life, you know? You want to move to 15 to 20 someday. For that, you should know all of this concept anyhow, you know?
Yeah.
Correct.
For just for cracking the interview, if you are just asking for cracking the interview, is it enough? Yeah, it is enough, but I would suggest you to learn more than that also, because it will be really helpful to get your higher packages and all.
And
मतलब पहले देखो, पहले जुबैर, मतलब व्हाट आई सजेस्ट कि पहले 7-8 लाख का जॉब क्रैक करो, ठीक है, बिकॉज लर्निंग विल नेवर एंड, ठीक है, तो फिर उसके बाद डू कॉन्सेंट्रेट ऑन एडवांस डेटा स्ट्रक्चर्स, ठीक है, एंड ऑल ऑफ दोज थिंग्स, एंड मतलब यहीं से शार्पनर में वी गेट यू ट्रेड इन ऑल ऑफ दोज थिंग्स, एंड देन वी विल मेक यू जंप टू अ 12-13 लाख रुपीज जॉब, ठीक है, मतलब स्टेप बाय स्टेप चलते हैं, ठीक है, बिकॉज अभी ऐसे मून पे एम कर रहे हैं, बट देन अभी पता नहीं कि दिवाली का रॉकेट कैसे बनाए, तो सिर्फ सेंस नहीं बनता ना, ठीक है, तो पहले, ठीक है, स्टेप बाय स्टेप, लेट्स गो स्टेप बाय स्टेप, ठीक है, बिकॉज इसमें तुमको ना, यू विल ऑल्सो नॉट गेट फ्रस्ट्रेटेड कि यार मैं जिंदगी भर पढ़ते ही जा रहा हूँ, ठीक है, तो यू विल ऑल्सो सी रिजल्ट गेटिंग इन योर वे, ठीक है, एंड दैट विल ऑल्सो कीप यू मोटिवेटेड कि यार मैंने इतना पढ़ा तो मेरे को ये 8-9 लाख का जॉब मिल गया, ठीक है, अब मैं इतना पढ़ूंगा तो आई विल गेट लेट्स से 14-15 लाख, ठीक है.
okay. And another thing about for yourself, Tushar, that
Yeah.
had facing any DSA question in your interview below than 10 lakh, is there is harder than linked list?
No. I won't. It was that was you won't find that much difficult in question solving DSA question in the interview. It will be pretty normal. Like for example, they will ask you to print all the prime numbers from 1 to 100 without using any built-in function, and or by using any, for example, by using recursion methods and all. The question would not be that difficult. Yeah.
Correct.
And I would say कि if you are not able to solve it also, na, they will just go. Your interview will most probably will help you out. Okay. He will simply say, okay, Tushar, why don't you try this? Okay, then he will help you out.
Okay,
Moreover,
okay.
because if they are asking you some of the toughest question, I can say that they are not expecting you to solve it. They are just looking how what your approach is going to be.
Definitely. And
Okay.
another question is for the backend part, that I have never learned about the Node.js and the MongoDBs. I have just doing best in the JavaScript, advanced JavaScript, and the DSA part. So is it easy for me to be go in backend part and complete it within a month, or some Sunday school within 45 days? So is it possible to be completed in backend?
You can complete it. I'm not saying it's not impossible, but I would say just take more time. Don't be in a rush. Just take a if as you said, can I complete it in 1 month? I would say go for more than 1 month.
बिकॉज बड़ी मेरा सिचुएशन अभी ऐसा है कि मैं अभी जस्ट वेब डेवलपमेंट मेरा एंड पे विद इन वीक मेरा कंप्लीट हो जाएगा, तो मेरा बस अभी एक टास्क मोटिव की न्यू ईयर में न्यू कंपनी में ऐसा पैकेज लेना, तो क्या ये पॉसिबल हो जाएगा? बस ये
देखो पॉसिबल हो जाएगा. जो मैं कब इन विच ईयर पास आउट?
Actually, I am from non-CS background, buddy. I'm completed my
I am
diploma.
also from non-CS background, buddy. In which year pass out?
In 2014, diploma in civil engineering.
Okay, so हम दोनों सेम ही नाव में हैं.
Same
We are
guy.
on the same. ठीक है?
Okay.
हो जाएगा.
Why are you worried? You are from CS, I am from mechanical. How we both are like brothers.
You are my elder brother.
मुझे बड़ा भाई करना. Okay.
Okay.
I understand it, that you are quite desperate to enter into industry as fast as you can.
Yeah.
But See, just imagine one thing. Somehow you complete all the projects and all, eh, and you go into you went for an interview, and you are not able to crack it just because you are in rush in learning everything. ठीक है? And I can assure you that you won't be more see, when you have know from 2 to 3 people again and again na,
Yeah.
then you will start feeling demotivated. So I would say just focus on your learning. Hmm?
Okay. Okay. Buddy.
And as soon as you start cracking interviews na,
Hmm.
you will you will get confident and all, and moreover get comfortable with the interview na. Start giving some of the start giving some of the interview by yourself.
Yeah. Sorry.
Start giving some of the interview by start applying by yourself also, just to be comfortable with the interview.
Yeah. I have understanding. You
How it
want to
is.
say that I have to just prepare myself to, and give my level best as I can, and
Hmm.
do the task before. Just like that. If I completed web development, that I have
Hmm.
familiar with all the functionality of JavaScript and advanced
Hmm.
JavaScript. I have able to come familiar with all of these.
Hmm. Hmm.
So that okay, buddy. Thanks for giving a valuable suggestion. That's it.
Uh,
Sure.
सर एक
Yeah.
छोटा सा क्वेश्चन था मेरा कि आपने बस शार्पनर से ही पढ़ा कि कुछ यूट्यूब का हेल्प लिया या
yeah,
अदर
I took the help from YouTube, Geek for Geeks, and some of the or कई बार if I got stuck somewhere, then Stack Flows and all. So मतलब
कितने प्रोजेक्ट आपने बनाया था ये भी
three
3 प्रोजेक्ट कौन कौन सा
that क्या था उसका e-commerce website. Second was expense tracker, and third was chat. For chat, I would suggest you to learn something that is sockets also, because in one of the interviewer asked me, the way I was implementing is I was storing the message in the database and all. So one of the interviewer asked me, Tushar, is this the real time? No, it's not a real time. So he said, how can you make it a real time? At that time, I don't know. So I don't know about that. Okay. When the interview get over, na, go and look how can you make it real time. Okay. Then I came to know about sockets and all.
ओके
अब हम लोग इंट्रोड्यूस कर दिए we have introduced it in the course itself.
Okay.
And so abhi, like for the interviews and all, what we have done, we have so वही है, मतलब basically the entire course that is driven ना is driven through feedback. ठीक है, जैसे तुमने जैसे इंटरव्यू दिया तो lot of people suggested कि यार मतलब what we saw was like people were getting rejected for the first 5-6 interviews, right? So now what we have done, like we have introduced those number of mock interviews. तो तुम पहले ही तुमको पता चल जाएगा कि कहाँ पे क्या गड़बड़ कर रहे हो क्या नहीं कर रहे हो, ठीक है. एंड सो दैट व्हेन यू आर सिटिंग फॉर द एक्चुअल इंटरव्यूज यू आर लाइक एट योर बेस्ट, ठीक है. तो ये सब फीडबैक हम लोग लेते रहते हैं. एंड नाउ जैसे गीक फॉर गीक्स, यूट्यूब, तो अब हम लोग बहुत सारा मटेरियल वी हैव पुट इट इनसाइड द कोर्स इटसेल्फ, लाइक और कौन से क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर सकते हो, प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए क्या सॉल्व कर सकते हो. तो बिकॉज एट द एंड आई बिलीव बाय दिस मैकेनिज्म the course will become better and the quality of students, because at the end the quality of learning, if it happens better, if you learn things properly, ठीक है, cracking job is easy, right? तुषार ने खुद देखा है, right? You guys will also see it yourself.
Yeah, IITs में मतलब I give this example कि IITs में placement की कभी problem नहीं होती है because the quality, like because the people they have understood everything so well, right? So similarly sharpener में भी वही रखना है हमें कि like people should understand things so well कि कभी प्रॉब्लम ही ना आए क्वालिटी में, like
Go on, yes.
yeah, no, so I'm just saying, yeah, it's all about how well you prepare. Okay, prepare कर लो अच्छे से, बस सब कुछ sorted है फिर उसके बाद.
In fact, na, itna, don't for everyone I'm telling, don't get so much intimidated that how the things are going to be. In fact, I've seen in industry na कि कुछ लोगों को front end ढंग से आता भी नहीं है. They don't know front end really well, that well. लेकिन they are working in some of the good company. I don't know how they crack it. मतलब they have said into my face, मतलब there was one girl I know, ठीक है, I'm not making it that up. She simply she asked me, you know front end? मैंने कहा I don't know front end. कह रहा मैंने कहा she I won't name that company. The company is really big. So she said, मैंने कहा वो I asked मैंने कहा what happens? कह रहा she said कि my मतलब my senior is going now. I have to handle all the things at the front end and don't know that much stuff. And मैंने कहा you must be knowing. कह रहा no, he was really helpful in मतलब with me. मैंने अब see when he told me when she told me ना I was like बताओ यार how did she crack the interview? मतलब she simply told to me that she don't know for the front end and all. Sometimes it's also luck. If you
But
don't
वही
get
है, the harder you
हाँ
work, the luckier you get, right?
the
मतलब यहाँ
harder
पे
you
obviously luck is there. मतलब luck तो will play a very important part. जैसे I believe कि like the interview which I have also cracked was like that luck was there, right? Luck always, मतलब there was some bit of luck, but then you have to also understand कि अगर मैं वो सब topics ही नहीं पढ़ता, वो नहीं करता, तो वो luck भी कहीं important role play करता ही नहीं, right? तो मतलब आई डोंट नो कि उसने कैसे क्रैक किया, प्रॉब्ली डेटा सक्सेस, राइट? डेटा सक्सेस पूछ लिया गया होगा, तो दैट वे ही माइट हैव बिकम लकी, ठीक है? तो या मेरे को खुद देखना पड़ेगा कौन है ये स्टूडेंट।
नहीं she was not
ओके,
sharpness student.
ओह शी वाज नॉट, ओके ओके ओके
I know her मतलब from my college days and all.
ओह
Okay, she was not sharpness student. And one thing more, see, you won't be unlucky always and you won't be lucky always. So
करेक्ट।
Yeah, true.
by the,
Sure. I think let's go with Aman. I think so. Aman. Then okay, the numbers are increasing. Okay, let's do it quickly now. Yeah, Aman, let's go with you quickly.
Okay. Okay. Hi, Yash. Hi, Tushar.
hi,
Hi.
hi Aman.
So Tushar, I want to ask you, like, first I would like to tell you that I am in a similar situation like you, gap-wise.
Okay.
So I want to ask your personal experience about, is there any bias while, like, in the interviews, while getting placed, that, they'll ask you something about your gap, and then, like, they'll say that you have so much gap. Would you be able to work with us? Anything of that sort?
So, see, and whichever interview I have given, nobody, I don't remember anybody has asked me about my gap. No, I normally have an interview. Just ask me, give me a brief introduction and all. In fact, I didn't hide my that I was. Well, I can simply hide that I'm from B type background, but I didn't hide that. I simply said I'm from mechanical engineering and all. They didn't bother about that. In fact, HR is usually are bothered about that, not technical guy, because HR will matlab, see, they have to negotiate you on the salary, so they will demotivate you down. Ki, Tushar, not everybody will give you this much salary. We will give you matlab, see matlab, if you get ये offer मिला तो ठीक है, वरना पता नहीं आपको मिले ना मिले. They will demotivate you. I have seen with this with HRs and all. But if you are getting an interview call, most that simply that means they have gone through your resume. That means they are not bothered about if they are bothering about that career gap, then why are they calling you for the interview? They can simply reject your resume. If they are calling you, that means they are somehow interested. They are not bothered by the career gap. All they are interested in whether knowing that whether the person has the skills or not.
Yeah, that means if I can clear the technical round,
Yeah.
on behalf of my skills and all, so like it's okay. Like we can handle the HR round, right?
Yeah, you can handle. I simply work. The HR will demotivate. They will simply say, "Ki, Tushar, you might, Aman, you might won't get this chance and always," and you will feel like, okay, maybe he or she is right. I should take whatever she is offering.
Okay. So, and I have asked you this question, and I know that I am going to ask this question again to Yash and Vaibhav in future, because
Okay.
this is a thing that nags me a lot. My gap in this thing.
तो
So,
टेंशन मत लो यार. देखो अमन,
mm,
यहाँ पे वी आर देयर टू हेल्प यू आउट. आई देखो तुषार को भी ही वाज लाइक कि लोग मेरे को ईयर गैप इसमें पूछ रहे हैं, ठीक है. तो आई वाज लाइक कि so they are not paying you based on your year gap. अगर तुम देखोगे 8 साल experience in this industry, they are earning somewhere around 60-70 lakhs, ठीक है. So they are not paying you that much, right? They are paying you somewhere around that much. तो तुमको भी इसमें डरने का कुछ नहीं है, right? अपना and what I believe ना, तुषार let's say probably after 6 months of his career more, ठीक है, he will get to that 20 lakh rupees plus limit, ठीक है.
Correct.
Easily लगेगा उसका जॉब, ठीक है. we will get you buddy, don't worry, ठीक है. So that is how the industry is structured,
Record हो
right?
रहा है
ठीक
वो.
है.
This is getting recorded.
Yeah,
Are you
buddy,
still
yes,
recording after
100%.
1 year?
हाँ नहीं, अरे 6 months भाई, मैं 1 year नहीं बोला, 6
Okay,
months.
ठीक है. 6 month, 3 month हो गए हैं मेरे को. Now it's November, December, January. After January, you will receive this recording. I will cut this part out. 6 months is done.
100%, buddy.
okay.
ठीक है.
Tushar, thank you very
that
much.
is,
And Vaibhav and yes, I would like to request you to bring more people like Tushar, क्योंकि क्या 4 साल में BE कंप्लीट करके जॉब लेने वाले बहुत रहते हैं. And people like us who have gaps ना, तो we sort of think कि हम लोग का लगेगा कि नहीं. And now with Tushar's story, it's like तुषार ने किया है तो हम भी कर सकते हैं ऐसा.
See, if you want to get motivated, na,
Yeah.
see, first of all, I don't watch YouTube videos to get motivated.
ना एक्चुअली ईयर गैप जो रहता था उसके कारण थोड़ा डिमोटिवेट होते हैं. So that's what
See, that's a very normal thing. ठीक है. मतलब अगर आप वरी हो रहे हो तो चिंता की बात है कि आपको चिंता ही नहीं हो रही है भाई. If you're not getting worried, that is the problem. If you are getting worried, that is the normal thing. And second thing, the job they are offering you na, it's just a fresher's job, that recent college pass out. ठीक है.
Yeah, okay.
So you are not asking them to pay me 15 to 20 lakhs rupees a month or more than that. That's a very मतलब क्या कहते हैं, that's a very average salary that usually get.
चलो. तो मतलब तुमको, मतलब they might treat you as a 1 year experience based on like what it is there, and they might offer you more, but then तुमको ये समझना है कि मतलब तुमको 7-8 साल एक्सपीरियंस का तो जॉब नहीं दे रहे हैं, ठीक है. तो you don't have to be nervous, you don't have to be getting demotivated by the HR saying that okay you are 8 year मतलब 8 year career gap, ठीक है. तो तुमको कॉन्फिडेंट रहना है, and don't worry, we are there to tell you all of these things, ठीक है. So yeah, just continue with the course. पहले वहां तक पहुंचो and leave the rest of the things.
Okay, thank you guys, bye.
ठीक है,
I'm one mountain at a time.
Chandrakar, let's do Chandrakar, you can go next. Chakradhar.
Yeah, Chakradhar.
Yeah, you can go next.
Thank you guys. It's a wonderful session. Actually, I'm a customer support executive. Okay, and I'm a dropout, and I'm just looking for front end developer.
Essentially, what you can do now, like I'll ping you my number. You can call me at around 3 o'clock. Let's discuss this. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to ping you my number. Yeah, you can call me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Let's discuss this. Sadaf, you can go next.
हेलो. एक्चुअली आई हैव अ क्वेश्चन अबाउट द प्रोजेक्ट्स. हम लोग जो प्रोजेक्ट करते हैं इंटरव्यू में उसका कितना % ऑफ क्वेश्चन करते हैं, एंड हमें प्रैक्टिकली हमारा जो प्रोजेक्ट किया है वो हमको शो करना पड़ता है क्या? जैसे कि हम लोग गिटहब पे वगैरह शो करते हैं प्रोजेक्ट, तो वहां से हमें शेयर करना होता है क्या कि हम लोग
I would say I would suggest you to share your GitHub link on your resume, because if they want, they can go through that. Although, yeah, usually they will ask a lot of question about your projects and all. What you have done, how you have implemented it, why have you done in this way, why not that way? Do you find it the correct way to do it? You have to be ready for that question also. They simply ask you why use the SQL database, why not MongoDB. They can also ask you why are you using Express framework, or why didn't you use why you're working on Node.js, why not on what can be some nest or next, why I'm not working on that. So they will ask you just to know कि why, मतलब are you मतलब clear with all मतलब what you are doing, that कि कि आप जो आप कर रहे हो आप उसके बारे में फुल अवेयर हो या नहीं हो, और you are just following something and all, whether you are clear about the concepts and all. और projects के बारे में they will ask you a lot of question about the project. In fact, you have to be ready for that.
True.
And
I'm getting you. Yeah.
ओके सर, मेरा एक और क्वेश्चन है, डीएसए पे ज्यादा क्वेश्चंस होते हैं या प्रोजेक्ट पे ज्यादा क्वेश्चंस होते हैं?
that weightage key, if you ask me, see, I have a when I was giving an interview, there was usually 2 technical round. In the first round, they would ask me about they asked me about the DSAs related question and codings and all, and in the second round they usually ask me about my projects, about some of the you can say technical question like what are microservices and all, how did you implement any of the microservices in your projects and all, what are MongoDBs, why how are MongoDB different from MySQL, these types of questions. There's an equal weightage for both of them because both of the interview were conducted around 1 hour. Round 1 also and round 2 also. Although 1 hour may look really long to you, but it doesn't feel that long to me.
ओके और हम कौन कौन से
मतलब
वेबसाइट्स मतलब प्रोजेक्ट्स स्टोर कर सकते हैं, लाइक गिटहब और कौन कौन से हैं?
don't worry,
you-
Sadaf, we will help you मतलब host all the projects and all. Don't worry, but once you are there, ठीक है, we will tell you how to host it on AWS, Azure. And Azure is what we'll be telling you how to host it in. ठीक है, तो ये सब चीज होगा cover, तुम टेंशन मत लो.
ओके सर.
In fact, whatever is there, it will be मतलब if you write in all of your interview, मतलब in your resume, it will be impressive because what you are doing AWS, and that means you also are aware about the deployment part and all, and you will learn about Jenkins and all. And so although I don't do all of those thing in my company, for that there's some other guy, but in my company they know that that this guy knows about AWS servers and all, that he can do it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I think Piyush, you can go next. Piyush.
यस सर, एक्चुअली सर मेरा 11 ईयर से मैं टीचिंग में हूँ सर. मेरा बैचलर ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग आईटी है 2011.
तुषार,
सर
तुषार.
यस सर, यस सर.
Yeah, Piyush, you can go ahead. Yeah.
कोर्स एज 32 ईयर्स है.
कोई
Yes,
इशू नहीं
sir.
है. See, we have gotten like
I think Tushar का inspiration भी I think Ritesh था. Ritesh, do you remember Tushar? Yeah, he was 30. I think he was 32, 33.
Yeah, 2009 pass out. So
yeah.
that is.
He was.
So
yeah,
Ritesh,
I think you were there in the last session. Last session, I think. So last session, yeah. I think Ritesh's session. Yeah. So we've gotten people place. Okay, 2009 का भी ऐसा कोई issue नहीं है. मतलब just focus on skill set. ठीक है. मतलब जितना भी gap हो, but just focus on the skill set. I think everything is going to go good. Yeah.
Okay, thank you sir.
चलो ठीक है. Nishant, let's go with you.
Okay, am I audible?
yes, Nishant.
Yeah, so I'm not worried about my year gap. I'm 2013 pass out from the same college as Yash and Weber, VIT Vellore, and I blindly trust my juniors. So my question is to Yash. My question is to Yash. Yash, in the web development module, we have skipped CSS.
Okay.
So I did it on my own, the Flexbox and the grid thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it has nothing to do with web development.
As in, like, CSS is more like, right, it will keep coming to you with practice. Flexbox and all, definitely if you're a front-end engineer, if you take front-end, no, and that's a cover. Okay, but if you go as a
मेर-
backend, you will not require it. So that's why
See,
I'm
the
not.
thing with me is, Vaibhav knows it. Until and unless something kicks to me, I don't move on. So
हाँ,
मैंने CSS पूरा कर लिया documentation reading से. Then I
सही है.
moved on to DOM and the rest of the things. Now, when it comes to right now, I'm in this making the registration page dynamic task, that assignment. So, what I'm planning now, as soon as I finish with this web development, I will be doing that DSA sheet which Weber has given, and then I will be moving to uh, that Node and Express.
Okay.
So, what do you
हाँ,
think,
that's a
Weber?
fair. That's fair.
So what I will suggest ना, पहले Node.js कंप्लीट कर लो, ठीक है, एंड फिर जब ये हो जाए ना, फिर रिवाइज कर लो सब कुछ अच्छे से, फिर DHA शीट जो भी दिया हुआ है, रिवाइज इट, ठीक है, एंड देन यू
See,
कैन डायरेक्टली स्टार्ट सिटिंग फॉर इंटरव्यू.
I'm very much comfortable with the module questions. The DSA module questions, I'm very much comfortable. I've revised them 3-4 times. Now, if the interviewer demands a more difficulty than the module questions, then I should proceed for the DSA sheet. Or what I will do, I will just finish this Express and Node and then sit for the interviews. So I want your suggestion, Weber, here. What should I do now? Should I finish the DSA sheet and then proceed to Express, or should I finish the Express, sit for the interviews, and once I am placed, then I do the DSA sheet?
Second thing makes more sense, I guess. मतलब एक्सप्रेस खत्म करो, प्रोजेक्ट सारे बनाओ, ठीक है, और फिर इंटरव्यू का देखो ना, रिक्वायरमेंट कंटिन्यूसली कैन कीप ऑन चेंजिंग, ठीक है, फिर कैन कंटिन्यूसली कीप ऑन चेंजिंग कि आज क्या रिक्वायरमेंट है, कल क्या होगा, परसों क्या होगा, राइट. तो इंटरव्यू देते रहो, ठीक है, एंड ऑटोमेटिकली अगर पढ़ना होगा, अगर और कुछ रिक्वायर्ड होगा, तो ऑब्वियसली यू विल आल्सो गेट टू नो एज एन व्हेन यू आर गिविंग इंटरव्यू, ठीक है. तो आई विल ऑलवेज हैव अ, मतलब पहले देखो, फील करो कि कैसा इंटरव्यू जा रहा है, क्या नहीं जा रहा है, एंड देन अकॉर्डिंगली विल डिस्कस, ठीक है.
बिकॉज करंटली क्या है ना, आई एम रनिंग इनटू द थर्ड मंथ. 15 अगस्त को मैं स्टार्ट किया था, 15 नवंबर को 3 महीना हो जाएगा. सो व्हाट आई एम प्लानिंग कि 15 दिसंबर तक आई शुड गेट, मतलब स्टार्ट कर दूं इंटरव्यूज देना. तो मेरे को लग रहा है अब एक्सप्रेस स्टार्ट कर देना चाहिए. एक्सप्रेस आई शुड स्टार्ट एक्सप्रेस नाउ.
करेक्ट,
ठीक है. एंड अभी ये तुषार ने बोल दी एक बात, उससे पंगा बैठ गया थोड़ा. उसने बोल दिया कि यार डीएसए में जब तक आगे आपको 10 लाख के ऊपर चाहिए, देन यू शुड यू मस्ट हैव डन ट्रीज. और ट्रीज अपन ने किया नहीं है.
नहीं, मतलब अभी क्या है कि बैक ट्रैकिंग एंड रीज वी आर स्किपिंग एंड वी आर डूइंग इट इन एडवांस डेटा स्ट्रक्चर, ठीक है. तो डोंट वरी निशान, ठीक है, 10 लाख के ऊपर के ही लगवाएंगे, ठीक है. फर्स्ट गेट मतलब इंटरव्यूज दो, ठीक है, इंटरव्यूज दो, ठीक है. यू विल सी योरसेल्फ कि क्या पूछ रहे क्या नहीं पूछ रहे, ठीक है. तो और फिर अगर करना होगा तो लेट्स से तुम सोचो कि अभी तुमको 2 हफ्ते लगते वो करने में, तो 2 हफ्ते तुमको उस टाइम भी लगेंगे, ठीक है. तो इट्स द सेम थिंग, इट्स द सेम ट्रेड ऑफ, ठीक है.
ठीक है. एंड लास्ट थिंग,
सब कुछ
या
मैं कह रहा था मेरी जुबान ब्रह्मा की नहीं है. व्हाटएवर आई सेड इज गोइंग टू हैपन. हो सकता है कि जो तुम्हें आता उसी में काम बन जाए.
हाँ. नहीं, वो मेरे को वैभव ने बोला है कि ट्रीज का जरूरत नहीं है. आप बेसिक मतलब रिकर्शन तक अगर यू हैव डन तो 10 लाख के ऊपर भी लग सकता है. अच्छा, ऑन दिस टेंजेंट, तुषार तुम्हारा पैकेज कितना है ये बता दो. मतलब विंडो बता दो, एग्जैक्ट पैकेज नहीं चाहिए. 1 लाख का अगर विंडो अपन लेके चले तो.
ओके, टेक इट एज above it.
Above it. Okay. And my last doubt, यश और वैभव दोनों के लिए, to my mentors. See, this question comes with a assumption that what I'm assuming that this backend is what I have done, this DSA and Express, what I will do. This includes backend, and the web development thing is front end. With this assumption, I am telling that I have interest in both. I am enjoying both the things, the DSA and web development, and I think I will enjoy Node.js as well because the mentors are doing it. मतलब इतना अच्छा से पढ़ाया तुम लोगों ने, मजा आ रहा है. तो अब मैं कंफ्यूज हूँ कि क्या चूज करूँ. Should I go for front end or back end?
I will suggest go with back end. मतलब
नहीं, मैं इसमें एक चीज और ऐड कर रहा हूँ. मेरा अप्रोच क्या रहता है चीजों के लिए कि मेरे को टफ चीज पहले करवा लो और फिर बाद में, ताकि क्या है ना कि जब आपने टफ चीज पहले कर ली होती है, फिर आप इन द प्रोसेस के अंदर आप इजी चीज आराम से कर सकते हो। तो अब अगर दोनों में इंटरेस्ट आ रहा है, फ्रंट एंड और बैक एंड में, तो शुड आई गो फॉर, मतलब मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है डीएसए इज मोर लॉजिक ओरिएंटेड, मतलब लॉजिक तो उसमें भी लग रहा है, बट ज्यादा दिमाग खपाना पड़ता है आपको डीएसए और इसके अंदर, और थोड़ा सा मतलब
तो मतलब आई विल देखो निशान, व्हाट आई विल कि गो विद बैकएंड विद मेरा तो काफी स्ट्रांग है, राइट? ठीक है, तो मतलब गोइंग विद बैकएंड विल साउंड गुड, एंड you are also interested in solving a lot of problems, right? Making it things fast and all. ठीक है, तो go with backend करो, और फिर फ्रंट एंड भी करेंगे यार, तुम टेंशन मत लो, ठीक है? दिस इज नॉट जस्ट द स्टार्ट, दिस इज जस्ट द
करूंगा तो
स्टार्ट,
सब तुमको,
ठीक है?
अरे तुम लोग का पूरा हेल्प लूंगा मैं, जूनियर्स हो तुम मेरे। ठीक है, ओके ओके तुषार, congratulations.
Okay, Nishant.
Okay, bye bye.
Okay. I think yeah, let's go to Pankaj. Pankaj, let's go. I think two more people. Yeah, Pankaj. Let's go quickly. Yeah, Pankaj.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
सर मैं अभी रिसेंटली बैकएंड में हूँ, प्रोजेक्ट कर रहा हूँ, उसमें सर बहुत सारे एरर आते रहते हैं। मेरा बस क्वेश्चन इतना सा है, जब भी इतने सारे एरर आते हैं, एरर को पढ़ो, उसे करो, दिमाग सर मतलब खराब सा हो जाता है, तो मतलब डिमोटिवेट सा होने लगता हूँ। तो कोई suggestion है?
Yeah, right approach भाई है कि थोड़ा सा ऐसे like obviously like I'm guessing you might have your friends and stuff as well now within Sharpener. तो थोड़ा like definitely have some friends, उन लोगों के साथ help, उन लोगों के साथ discuss करो, don't like copy paste the code or anything, take help from each other, okay? But yeah, understand and do it, okay? And I'm also saying this कि like classes are also there every day. तो देखो अभी तुम कोई भी फ्रेमवर्क में घुसोगे ना, तो थोड़ा एरर्स तो आएंगे, थोड़े तो वो सब आएंगे, बट ग्रेजुअली मतलब जो स्टार्टिंग का फेज है वो थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट हो जाता है, बट थोड़े टाइम में एकदम स्मूथ हो जाएगा, समझ रहे हो? तो वही है, कुछ नहीं है। हाँ बोलो।
कॉपी पेस्ट वाला काम तो होता ही नहीं, अगर कॉपी पेस्ट करेंगे तो फिर वो डाउट में पूछने जाते हैं, तो मेंटर भी थोड़ा कर देता है।
सही बात है। हाँ वही नहीं, सही कर रहे हो, मतलब ऐसे समझ समझ करो, क्लासेस एवरी डे आर देयर, तो क्लासेस अटेंड करो, डेफिनेटली लाइक वील हेल्प यू आउट, या तो वैसे ही करना है, मतलब तो एरर्स तो आएंगे ही, कुछ ज्यादा नहीं कर सकते उधर।
By the time you will be able to figure out कि एरर कहाँ पे आ रहे हैं। इनिशियली में एरर फिगर आउट करने में भी प्रॉब्लम हो रही होगी, लेकिन with the time you will be easily able to figure it out. Okay, यहाँ पे एरर आ रहा है और क्या प्रॉब्लम है। लगता है भाई पंकज, कभी कभार पूरी रात भी लग जाती है, ऐसे कोई इश्यू नहीं है। अभी कितना टाइम हुआ तुम्हें?
हो गए सर, 4 महीने हो गए मुझे करते।
नहीं मतलब नोट जीएस में उसमें कितना टाइम हुआ
वाला होगा?
सॉरी, तुम्हारी आवाज कट गई।
1 मंथ होने वाला है सर, मतलब अभी हुआ नहीं।
तो ठीक है यार, 1 मंथ ही हुआ है, 1 मंथ कोई मतलब जस्ट मतलब अभी बिगनिंग है। अभी तुमने एक प्रोजेक्ट शायद कोई प्रोजेक्ट करा है कंप्लीट?
वो सर डेमो वाला था ना, बुकिंग ऐप डेमो, वो वाला कर लिया था। ई कॉमर्स भी होने ही वाला है सर, धोखे कर दिया।
ओके, इनफैक्ट मेरे को तो ई कॉमर्स में ही सबसे ज्यादा टाइम लगा था, फिर उसके बाद अगला एक्सप्रेस और वो चैट वो बहुत जल्दी हो गए थे। सो नॉट एन इशू, कोई बात
I think
नहीं।
roughly 2 weeks from now, that's because like 2 या 3 weeks maximum from now. Yeah. So ठीक है, I think sorted है। चलो रोहित यार, रोहित you can go next.
मे बी पंकज का इशू ये भी था कि यू आर नॉट अवेलेबल देयर फॉर टू सॉल्व द एरर। अगर आधी रात को एरर आ रहा है तो फिर उसे चाहिए कि आधी रात को सॉल्व करो।
I think next generation को प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगा, मतलब नेक्स्ट जनरेशन ऑफ शार्पनेरियंस, बिकॉज अभी कुछ स्पिरिट गाइड का कॉन्सेप्ट आ गया है, तो उसमें like people from the future will come and help the people from तो जो आगे मॉड्यूल्स में they'll help the lower modules, तो वो टीम फॉर्मेशन टाइप का कर रखा है हमने।
ओके,
तो उससे प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगा थोड़े टाइम में, but yeah, I think okay, Rohit is not going. Siddhant, you can go.
सर बोल रहे थे कि एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर या हॉबीज के बारे में पूछता है इंटरव्यू में कि नहीं पूछता?
नहीं यार, फुटबॉल नहीं खिलाना है उनको, ठीक है?
नहीं मैं तो सोचता हूँ पूछे हैं लेकिन कोई पूछता ही नहीं है। मैं थोड़ा अपना इसमें भी बूस्ट करूँ, देखो मैं कोई भी आता है, हालांकि दे विल का हम क्या करें।
और सर नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है कि मैं 2021 पास आउट हूँ और मैं मास्टर्स कर रहा हूँ इग्नू से, तो क्या मैं फ्रेशर कहलाऊंगा या मतलब, और साथ में काम भी करता हूँ एज अ मतलब लॉजिस्टिक्स में काम करता हूँ, स्विगी का डिलीवरी हब में काम करता हूँ, तो क्या मैं एक्सपीरियंस्ड कहलाऊंगा या ये कहलाऊंगा, फ्रेशर कहलाऊंगा?
फ्रेशर ही कहलाओगे सिद्धांत, बिकॉज डिफरेंट उसमें हो, हाँ डिफरेंट सेक्टर में हो, तो फ्रेशर ही कहलाओगे सिद्धांत। बट ऑब्वियसली थोड़ा प्रिपरेशन में भी थोड़ा डिपेंडेंट है वैसे, बट हाँ फ्रेशर ही प्राइमरीली होगा।
सर तो गैप मतलब ये गैप कंसिडर्ड होगा क्या, मतलब रनिंग
नहीं
कंसिडर्ड
नहीं,
होगा?
ऐसा कुछ नहीं कंसिडर होता है, मतलब वैसे कोई कंसिडर गैप है इतना कोई तो है नहीं है, तो एक गैप है ही नहीं ऑलमोस्ट। 2021 तो अभी जस्ट 2022 चल रहा है, तो मतलब इट्स नॉट तुम कुछ कर रहे थे डेफिनेटली, बट यू वांटेड टू स्विच टू समथिंग बेटर, सो
इट्स नॉट अ बिग ईयर गैप यार। मैं यहाँ पे तुम मेरे सामने कह रहे हो कि मतलब मैं 2021 का मेरा गैप बहुत बड़ा हो गया, ये क्या बात है, तुम मुझे गुस्सा दिला रहे हो। हमारा सेशन ही तुम पूरा मतलब खराब कर दिया कि यार 2021 ईयर का, फिर तो मैं क्या करूं, मैं चला जाऊं।
Okay, चलो
So
और
I
सुनो,
think
तो
guys, like
we'll
yeah,
end the
we'll wrap it
session.
up, guys. I think Tushar also has to go. So Tushar, very nice session. I think so. We loved it. I think the students also loved it. Yeah. So students, like you can like put your comments and stuff just to make Tushar feel happy. Yeah. And I think the session was amazing, Tushar. I think you motivated a lot of people. I think on LinkedIn you'll get a lot of people pinging you. Yeah, for the motivation. So yeah, Tushar, thank you, Tushar, for coming.
थैंक यू एवरीवन। और यार पार्टी कर रहे हो तो जल्दी करना यार, अब ये नहीं कि फिर
नहीं नहीं, आप तो बोल दिया, आपको रिकॉर्डिंग भी है, अब तो रिकॉर्डिंग भी है, अब तो डिसाइडेड है।
रिकॉर्डिंग है मेरे पास। अब मैं फिर हर सैटरडे संडे शेयर करूंगा तुम दोनों से कि कहाँ गई तुम्हारी पार्टी, कहाँ गई।
श्योर, अब तो करना ही है, मतलब
रेडी रहता
डिसाइडेड
हूँ।
है।
ओके
चलो guys, okay, thank you guys for joining. It was a wonderful session, yeah guys.